Hey, Professor Jordan. Just wanted to say before I started, I wasn't sure if I know you don't like a lot of words on your slides, so I didn't put the long definition of what each textbook application is. I obviously know them, but wasn't sure on that. I just didn't. I know you don't like a lot of words on your slide, but anyway, this is my Mercy Street Service Learning Project. So a quick bio on Mercy Street is that a man named Trey Hill in 2003 founded Mercy Street in West Dallas and to address resource and opportunity gaps for local youth. And in 2005, 2 years later, they integrated sports like baseball, soccer, football, and basketball, and more recently, actually, volleyball and lacrosse. But that gave them their mission statement as they integrated sports. They put those two together, mentoring and sports, to say they are committed to focusing on transforming lives through Christian mentorship, sports, and leadership development. Along that, as they've grown, they've also gotten partnerships, major partnerships, the biggest of which is the MLB and the Texas Rangers, with their Texas Rangers MLB Youth Academy. And then they serve annually over 2,400 youth, full age range, and they mobilize 900 plus volunteers a year. So the first textbook principle is transformational leadership. This is basically emphasizing inspiring and empowering individuals, as McGraw-Hill says, to achieve a shared vision by fostering a commitment, innovation, and growth. So transformational leaders focus on creating meaningful change and just maintaining the status quo. And so I saw that in Mercy Street's application of that. What I saw was how the way they mobilize volunteers and their staff to invest in youth, and honestly the community as a whole, and developing it. So they set a vision not just for uplifting West Dallas, but also willing to engage. And so I saw the leaders hands-on in things like game day, and the administrative support and making events happen. And so they show how committed they are, and then they also mobilize their staff and volunteers, which I felt that as I served. And so the second one we have is social responsibility. And that basically is, as McGraw-Hill states, highlights organizations' obligation to contribute positively to society by addressing pressing social challenges and fostering inclusive development. And so I saw that through the way Mercy Street demonstrates their ability to address systemic inequalities in especially in West Dallas and inner city children not having that same opportunity, but Mercy Street steps in with their mentorship of these children, their leadership programs of these older high school kids, and then specifically where I saw the most in their sports. And so with the creation of their facilities like the Youth Academy, it really shows their commitment to providing sustainable, community-focused resources. So I really observed how those efforts have empowered the youth, as Mercy Street has really taken on the job to step up in that gap of systemic inequality for people like African American families and children. That I got different opportunities growing up. I was more privileged in certain ways, and so it's a blessing that they are getting to do that for these kids. And then textbook application number 3 is strategic goal setting. And so as we learned in class, strategic goal setting really starts with SMART goals: specific, measurable, attainable, and then time bound and relevant. And those are really used to guide progress and efforts. So basically that they just are in a strategic goal setting ensures that initiatives are purposeful and outcome focused. And I saw that in Mercy Street through their game day operations with their interns. So I got to see guys like Brian Roy giving kind of the reins to the interns, and they ran game day operation from coordinating each schedule, coaches' practices, vendors, and setting up and tearing down after everything was done, which was a lot of what I did. And so additionally to those interns, they also set clear goals with mentoring specific numbers of youth each year. And so they're focused on very tangible outcomes, like improving team collaboration within your sport, and then also academic support. And so they have very specific goals that they intend to do that with. And so a personal impact is, for me, was the faithfulness of Mr. Hill, and how God met that faithfulness of Mr. Hill, just saying, yes, I will do this. I will put Christian mentoring program on for West Dallas, and God met that. And so I want to be the same. I want to say yes to God and watch His faithfulness, which I've already done, but I want to continue doing. So that inspired me, especially with the way that the leaders are so faithful with their resources now. Guys like Brian English, Brian Roy, Carlton Obi, and more. So, and then restorative power of sports and communities. Like I said, Mercy Street did an awesome job and continues to, of bringing communities together, overcoming the challenges, racial barriers, financial barriers. And so that showed me, as I've seen in my life, but also just as, I guess, an adult now, seeing sports, playing them as a kid, but now seeing what it did, that meant a lot to me. And then a career impact, the fulfillment in serving others. Regardless of what I do, I want to be serving in my job. And service really brought satisfaction. Even though we had to make time for this class, for this requirement, I really found just gratitude and fulfillment after I was done the long day of work, because I got to help bring joy to people. I got to help relieve some stress. And so that kind of goes to my last point, that ministry through work, where they get the opportunity to do direct ministry with teaching Christian principles, sharing truth with these young kids, kind of as they're playing sports, but specifically in mentoring and in their school. And so whether it is running a nonprofit or real estate or investment or banking, or anything like that, I want to remember to be in that mindset of that my work is not just work, it's a ministry opportunity each and every day. So I'm grateful for my time to serve at Mercy Street. I'm actually planning on applying for a Mercy Street internship. So I'm really excited with that and really grateful and blessed by this time. Thank you.